Hi, I'm so grateful that you're able. Hi, I'm grateful that you're all able to meet with me today and go over some things for your business. Now we're going to start with reading a text message from a group of teenagers. This is going to show us maybe some of the language that is brought up in our day now. And I want you at the end to tell me if you understand any of the acronyms or anything that is extra that's on the page, and see if we understand what it means, okay? So I'm going to have you read this for me. And it says WTPA, AFAIK, the party is at Kira's. #, Cara the Mara, #, Senior Bash. BTW, Katie is going with Rick. LMK, if you want to go with me. BCIDK, why neither of us have dates. BFN 143, HAK, #, best friend, #, BFF. Now, did you understand what any of those extra little acronyms meant? Or maybe even the number signs were a little bit confusing, right? Now, this is the language that we would definitely see in today's text messages or anything that way. And so if we don't understand what those mean, we could really be kind of stuck with if we saw it on a review or on a website. And for our business, we want to make sure that we understand those kinds of things so that we can kind of stay in tune with what's going on, right? So let's go over a few of these so that we kind of understand what this language might mean. Now, the WTPA means where the party at. Now, obviously, those letters are the first letter of each word in that sentence, right? So the AFAIK means, as far as I know, the party is at Kira's. Now we come to the #, which means hashtag Cara the Mara and hashtag Senior Bash. Those two link us to some social media sites like Twitter and Facebook, and they kind of represent maybe her page, or hashtag Senior Bash would link it to maybe a senior page for the school, and that helps them connect to Twitter and other things. Now, those may seem a little confusing, but we need to kind of help ourselves to transform the way we think about our business into this technology world, or we might be left behind if we don't learn the hashtags and the shorter condensed messages. And these kind of things can also show up on things like reviews. And what's the first thing that we do when we want to start a business for the first time, or when we want to, maybe I have never been to a dry cleaner since I want to go and see which ones are the best, which ones should I use? And sometimes we don't have time to go back and ask every single person that we know what dry cleaner they use, right? So we go online. We want to go online. We want to read reviews. That's one of the most important things for a business, especially a small business. And so we want to see what the business offers. We want to see what they're going to help us out with. And so it's important to have that exposure to the technology world so people can go and see the things that you're good at, or maybe even if there's a negative review, they can see that you have gone in and improved that in your business. And that's something that they want to see. And today we're going to look at Facebook in particular, because Facebook offers a review tool, and they offer some different other things that would be an advantage to using for a small business. You might ask why we want to use Facebook. There's a survey of 1,972 small businesses, and they found that 96% of them are using Facebook as a marketing tool. And then 86% of them found that the social network part was actually effective. And that's a really big number. 96% is almost all of them. And so that means that Facebook is really going to help our business the most. And so we can create a network of people that connects us to our business. And it's also a cheap way to advertise, and it's super easy. So this, we're going to say, is a great deal for you as a small business. And we want to start off by creating a Facebook page. Now, we've already done this for you guys' business. And so we're going to go now to that Facebook page so I can show you maybe how to upload a photo, or how to see your reviews and how to go and reply to them as a business. So we're going to go over here to our Facebook page. And here we have up here is your profile picture. And we already put on there for you, it says the GS Auto Repair, and it has your number and also has a picture of Greg, the owner. Now we don't have, I did add a few things. Up here at the top, you can see that there is a thing that says messages. There's also a thing that says notifications here. These two are really important to notice for your business page. Now the messages up here at the top are things that you could consider emails. There's lots of things on Facebook that you can see, that everybody can see. But messages, like emails, are private. No one else can see them but you, unless you were to link them to someone else or do something funny with them. But as far as just a message coming through, no one else can see them. So if someone were to leave you a message to drop off a car or something that way, or to make an appointment, nobody else can see that. And that's a really beneficial tool if you decide to use that to maybe make appointments or something and make it more user-friendly online, which would be really cool for your customers. It's a really easy way for them to do it. You also have the notifications. Notifications are things that people can see. They will show up on your page or on other things that people can see, other people's pages or networks. So you want to make sure that anything you put on notifications, you're not going to break confidentiality or anything that way, or say, you know, I left your key underneath your tire or anything that way, so people don't see that all over the web and then they can go and steal that person's car. So messages are things like emails where no one can see them, and notifications are things that everyone can see. They'll show up on your page, and people that tag you in photos or things that way, you'll be able to see that and everyone else can see that. So that's kind of a cool tool as well. If you want a bunch of people to see a new thing that you added to the shop, or maybe a fancy car that you worked on, they're able to see that, and that's a cool cool feature. So first I wanted to show you how to upload a photo. And that's a really simple thing to do. It can help you show, I know you guys just redid your shop, and so you want to show them that you upgraded and you've done all these cool things to your shop, so you want to show that. So here we're going to click on this tab here that says Photos. And it's going to take us to the photo page. And you'll see there's a bunch of different photos that you've uploaded already. And we're going to click over here that says Add Photos. Okay, I'm going to click on that. Now we want to go to where our picture is, and we've saved it on our desktop. It's right here. Once we click on the photo, we're going to go ahead and open that. And it should bring us up to the page where we can, now we're going to upload it over here, and it tells you what it's going to upload. And we're going to wait for just a second. Now photos are going to help us to give exposure to our company and give us things that we can hopefully use to attract customers in. That's a really cool thing. All right, so here's our photo right here. We have your nice pretty car that we got to upload here. You can also say something right here about your photo. We can name an album or whatever you want to do here, and this is all pretty self-explanatory. But this isn't quite on our page yet. So we want to go down to the bottom over here that says Post. Anything that says Post or Send or anything that way, it's going to post it to your page, but it doesn't get there until you say Post. Okay, so you have to click on that. Now it's going to bring us back to the page, and there's your photo right there, and I uploaded it to your page, and everyone else can see that now. And that's a really cool thing to be able to do. Now, if you ever want to get back to your page, you can go up to this picture up here. This is your profile picture, and that's going to bring you straight back to your page. And here we are, and it shows us our photo that we just uploaded right there, the Cobra, and anyone can see that now, and anyone can see that if you wanted to change your profile picture or your cover picture, you can do that, and people can then see those things on there. All right, now we're going to go over here to the next tab, which is Reviews, and this is our most important one, because this is going to help us to really connect with people here. So we're going to click on that tab there. Now, Since we started this page, we already have 7 reviews on here for you. Okay, and that's really good that people are already starting to see that because this page is pretty new. So over here, we're going to scroll down. We're going to see all these people that have given you reviews already. Okay, now their names are in blue, tells you the date that they gave you the review, tells you if you want to like it, comment it, and share on it. And that's pretty standard Facebook user stuff. We're going to go up here. These people right here didn't write anything on their reviews, but they just reviewed it. They gave you the stars, but they didn't write anything, so you don't see those. But these people up here actually wrote something. So this lady here says, very thorough, knowledgeable, and he does a great job. I highly recommend them. So it's a great review right there. Okay, and you can see the number of stars right here. And you can also see anyone that comments on them. So maybe someone else says, oh, I agree, I would recommend this to anyone. They can comment, or they can write their own review. Either way, you're going to get good publicity from that. The best thing about this, though, is that you can go on and click right here and click on comment, and it'll comment under the business saying, and you can go in and say, thank you for writing a review. I'm so grateful for your business. Now, writing replies to reviews are really important because people see that you care about your business. You care about people wanting to go to your business. And that's a great way to be able to get that one-on-one connection with people, which is important for small businesses like yourself. And up here, we have the number of reviews as well as what kind of stars that you've gotten. And so far, you've only gotten 5 stars. So that's amazing for your business. And that's a great way to get people to know that your mechanic shop is very, very good at what they do, and they're producing people who are happy with their cars. And that's a great way for a mechanic shop to start going and getting started with their business. Okay, so that's a cool way to see those reviews and different ways that we can get people knowledgeable about our business. And there's also a thing right here that I want to talk about that is called your timeline. Now that is another way that you can go and see everything people have either posted, maybe connected you with pictures. You work on fancy cars, I noticed, and so people can go in and maybe say, hey, look, here's my car, Greg helped me build it, and here's some pictures of the finished project. You know, he's great with all this stuff. I would, love to have him work on any of my cars. I would highly recommend him. So you can suggest to people when you work on their cars, say, hey, go online and, send us a picture or post or tag us in a picture, and so people know that I can work on those kinds of cars. And that will bring you great business for people who from all over who have specialty cars that you can work on. And that's a great way to be able to do that. And that's where your timeline comes in. You can see all those kinds of posts and all those things that will help you grow with your business. And this About tab that's right next to the Timeline tab just talks about where your business is at. We put your address in there. We also put your phone number. You can go in and add hours if you wanted to. You can go and add a price range, which is kind of hard for a mechanic shop because there's such a big difference in price ranges for each job. But there's lots of different things you can add on the About page for this as well, and that can be a great feature. So let's go back to our presentation here. Okay, so we can say that was pretty easy, right? Not a hard thing to learn. It's super easy to kind of go and play around with the page and see what kind of things you can do. But it can also be too much information at one time, right? Why do we need to do this? Why do we need to integrate our business into the technology world? It's a lot to remember and things that way. But let's consider why we should do this. There is a survey that was done, and it was about consumers, and it had 88% of consumers saying that they trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. Now that's a pretty crazy number as well. When you have people who want those personal recommendations from people, if you think about it, reviews are kind of like personal recommendations. You just don't necessarily know everybody that made the recommendation, right? But 88% means that a lot of people go online, a lot of people read reviews, and in this day and age, that's the easiest way to do it. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your tablet, you can do it on your laptop, wherever it is, you can go in and see those right at your fingertips. So it definitely is worth it. It's worth it to help your business. It's worth it to make the effort into trying to get to know the new language and the new ways to do things. Okay, and this can help yourself grow your business in the easiest way possible and the cheapest way possible. It's cheap advertisement. It's ways that you can get into people's likes and dislikes, and you can help them to see your business. It can change the way people see your business. You can help them to see it as a new, exciting business who's willing to make it easy for people to come in and like their business. And it can also make you better than you were. It can be better than it was. So the things I want you to remember today is to grow, change, and be. #GCB. Thank you.